create even more separation there at times.
Now, round 4. 5 athletes remain, making their way out onto the field, led by Alex Gazan, Paige Semenza, Danny Spiegel, Laura Horvath, and Danielle Brandon. Semenza's really been the best when it comes to the logs, but it's been Danny Spiegel, like you said, who's done the work on the bags that has made the difference for her.
Yeah, I'd say Semenza has the most athletic approach. She takes a fast, aggressive approach to the log, a little hop step, and then she literally just hurdles it almost with 2 feet at once, using her hand as like a kickstand. But the elevation and separation that she creates from that first log buys her extra time in the air, and where Spiegel stays low and turns over, that's where she gets those feet to the ground quicker, and that's ultimately what trajected her out in front of Semenza on that final log in the last round that we saw. So we'll see how this plays out.
Spiegel will be in the middle of the field right next to Paige Semenza.
3, 2, 1, go!
Round 4 is underway. Spiegel up and over. She's neck and neck with Paige Semenza. Danielle Brandon in third, followed by Horvath and Gazan. First bag in for Semenza and Spiegel. Second bag in for Spiegel. Second bag in for Semenza. Spiegel's done. Danny Spiegel advanced. And now a race between Horvath and Semenza. And that could be big for Laura Horvath. She may have gotten there just ahead of Semenza.
I gotta say, I agree with you, Sean. I think she made it by a hair. It looked like she had the advantage there, Laura.
Just from our vantage point, that's the way it looked, but we'll wait for the official results. But Laura Horvath, that is huge for her, as she has a chance now to pick up at least 95 points. 22.95 seconds. She does get in ahead unofficially of Paige Semenza. So it's going to be Horvath and Spiegel head-to-head for the win. At the very worst for Laura Horvath, as you look at the finish here, Danny Spiegel winning once again. But at the very least for Laura Horvath, you can see how close it was. She will trail Tia Toomey by just 10 points going into the next event. There are your unofficial times. Danny Spiegel once again.
Wow.
And you mentioned it, continuing to get faster here. 21.80 seconds. Laura Horvath just under the 23-second mark, followed closely by Semenza, and then Gazan edging out Danielle Brandon by 3/100ths of a second.
Yeah, it's really interesting, but we see this at the affiliate level. We see this at the elite CrossFit level, but man, we're adaptable. We're adaptable humans, and that's what the training methodology designs us to be. We get exposure to something, and just a few touches on it allows us to learn and improve very quickly. And that's what we're seeing from even the elite women right here that are out there on the field, is that they get to experience something, and when they get a chance to run it back, they're going to do it that much better.
Paige Semenza is going to wind up with her best finish of the competition so far. Third place for her. There are your final two. Danny Spiegel taking on Laura Horvath for 100 points in the win in the dual 3.
In the business, going head to head in round number 5.
Laura Horvath looking to pick up an event win here along with Danny Spiegel. Horvath won event 3 to close out last night's competition in Circus. And Danny Spiegel in 17th place overall. With this win, she can really rocket herself up the overall standings. Her best finish so far, a 3rd place, also in the Circus on Friday night.
Yeah, and Danny Spiegel being one of those athletes that she knows when it comes to being as well-rounded as possible, she's got some holes, and that's for certain. She wouldn't deny that. But there's also a unique understanding that athletes have to take when they compete at an elite level. to continue to train your strengths at a high level so that when the opportunity presents itself, you can nab the 100 points when it's out there. This, of course, being one of those chances for Danny Spiegel.
We'll step away for a quick second. When we return, Spiegel versus Horvath for the event win in the Duel 3. We are set for the final head-to-head matchup between Danny Spiegel and Laura Horvath for the event win here in the Duel 3. Thanks for being with us, everybody. I'm Sean Woodland with former Affiliate Cup champion Adrian Conway. Kiki Dixon is down on the field as Laura Horvath and Danny Spiegel head out to run this thing back one more time.
He's about to be live. Round 5, about to go down right here. Till Diamond.
Plenty of practice up until now. They both know what it's like. They both know where they got to make their hay. Both of these women have shown great promise with the sandbag. Both of them winning particular heats so far at that apparatus. The question will be maybe who gets there first.
In the last heat, Danny Spiegel was out front with Paige Semenza. The two of them have really been the best at navigating these logs.
Yep. It's just about seizing the moment when she gets there. It's a different kind of pressure when it's just two.
Seconds. Three, two, one, go.
Here we go, Spiegel versus Horvath for the win. Spiegel is out front. Danny Spiegel looking to get to the sandbags first. She will. Horvath is there. They get the first bag in. It's neck and neck. Second bag is in. Spiegel has a slight lead. Third bag is in. This was going to come down to the finish, and I think it was Danny Spiegel. It looked like Danny Spiegel, but we will wait. But that was about as close as you can get.
Oh, man. I almost pulled a muscle jumping around.
21.75 seconds for Spiegel, 21.83 seconds for Laura Horvath. So Spiegel's going to pick up the event win. Laura Horvath, the good news for her is she'll pick up 95 points, and she will only trail Tia Toomey by 10 heading into the next event.
Hey, Spiegel knew what she had to do, and she's been doing it every time she takes the floor for this particular event. She's up and over those logs. She's first to the sandbags. Now, there was a slight hesitation here at sandbag 1. I don't know what it was, but Laura closed the gap, and then here, the whole entire event, Spiegel's been tapping just the front of that box, and it's allowed her to have a slight edge and advantage over that final split second over the field.
What a finish for Danny Spiegel and Laura Horvath.